Adam and Tarik, welcome to the Eagle's Nest today.
Hi, I'm Tarik. My passion is building solutions that impact lives.
That's right, and your product is ChoreRelief, correct?
Right.
Don't talk to us about it just yet. How excited are you to see the Eagles and present?
I mean, the fact that we share the same passion makes us really excited to be here, and not only share it with you guys, but also with the whole ASA family.
Awesome. Well, you guys excited? You ready?
Yep, let's go.
Let's do it.
Hello everyone, my name is Tarik, and I'm Adam, and we are ChoreRelief, the good Uber for healthcare services. We're seeking $200,000 from we the people to empower millions of American entrepreneurs to start and grow their own service business.
So Eagles, we know how frustrating and time-consuming to find a reliable contractor. I mean, think about the time it takes people to review workers, get on their schedule, hope they show up, just to get an estimate that most likely would be outside your budget. I mean, think about all these potential jobs that are sitting still just because they don't fit within people's budget. This is why we created ChoreRelief, where consumers get to name their price, post a job, and instantly get matched with a qualified contractor within their community, making hiring help affordable to anyone, regardless of income.
ChoreRelief, it's not just about the app. We're a set of solutions for people to actually achieve more. And isn't it time that we put people before the numbers?
Now, imagine a world where the vast majority of people wake up every single morning inspired to go to work and come every single day fulfilled by the work that they do. I believe loving our job is a right. And the things that makes us love our job isn't exactly what we do. It's the way we feel when we go there. This is the world that we imagine here when we created ChoreRelief.
We come here to discuss our mission with like-minded people like yourselves, because you're the one building companies, creating cultures, and ultimately choosing who to support. So we ask we the people and an Eagle to take a strong mentorship role with us as we embark on this journey and support ChoreRelief.
Thank you.
Oh, go. Okay, so I have a huge issue. What do you do?
So think about it.
No. Get really specific with me. I got all the flowers. The truth is, I'm sitting here kind of, is it Angie's List? Is it Angie's List meets Priceline? What exactly is it that you do?
Think about Angie's List is just a Yelp review site. Workers got to go there, and so think about it as Uber for chores. You go to the app, you select the category, you post a job, short description, set up, name your price, and then automatically the job gets dispatched to workers within your area. So you don't have to sit there and get on someone else's schedule. They get on your schedule, and you don't have to worry about how much the job is going to get. You get to then just set the price up.
So the reason I really like this, but I want to understand it too, is it's like when somebody does on Facebook, they're like, hey, I need a recommendation of a handyman or something in my area. Instead, you can just
post a job.
Say, hey, I'm looking for a handyman, willing to pay $50 or whatever it is, and then come over.
Yes. Just think of it like when you go to Craigslist. A lot of people, they go to Craigslist.
Hey, how far are you in the app?
The app is live.
The app has been live for
generating revenue.
All right, so TaskRabbit, all the other ones, compare us to what's out there, because this already exists.
Right.
What are you doing differently than a lot of those other sites?
So TaskRabbit, any other app, you have to they set up a prices for the consumers. So literally you have to be able to afford certain things before you can use the app. For us, for consumers, we allow them to name their own price, making hiring help affordable to anyone regardless of income. And our proprietary algorithm, for example, $20 in certain zip code might not mean a lot, but certain zip code might mean a lot. So we connect people, we allow the workers to decide if that makes sense or not. Now for the workers, it's this. For the workers, we want them to grow, we want them to succeed. So we're a platform, we not only connect them with customers, we also provide them with an easy-to-use management tool that allow them to schedule work for themselves or employees if they have any, or even hire or add more employees to the ecosystem, track the progress of the work, collect payments, so we do all the invoicing data for them, and most importantly, the platform acts as a complete virtual assistant. So the moment you push that button, you let the clients that you're on your way, you don't have to pick up a phone and call them. We'll let them know that you're coming. We'll let them know exactly what time you're going to arrive. And then obviously there is two-way communication within the app, so if you need to chat with the worker and try to reschedule or arrange things up.
Is it like Uber where I can see their face before they come?
Yes.
And have y'all checked them
They're
out?
vetted, their background
Patted
checked.
them down?
Yeah, so we're not
That's your
going
job.
after like the big project home improvement type of things. We're going after the basic small services, like you need your yard mown, You need a little drywall get installed with some faucet get taken care of.
Those people kill people, I'm just saying. They have
Yeah,
to be
no,
all
background
down.
check is
We do background checks.
We do background check. and
Identity
vetting process.
checks, background checks.
And a review?
And then babysit, I mean, what don't you do? I understand, I
We're
think.
very
that's-
specific, we're very narrow and focused on a very slim demographic. We do
Just like
handiwork,
Amazon when it's got
clearing,
the
cleaning, landscaping, and moving.
So, what were your revenues when you launched? Or what
We
are-
launched, presently we have 10,000 downloads and users. We've generated over $30,000 thus far.
30,000
Because-
hours?
$30,000 in the past
Okay, and
few
where
months.
are you focusing on, like in certain cities?
Yes, so we're only focused in Chicago, and actually in Florida, we've identified a pretty strong business-to-business staffing service that we're starting to take advantage of. That's actually going to be a big part of our business.
How much-
All right, you have 2 minutes left.
How much money did you ask for?
200,000.
And where's that going?
Dang.
And where's that going?
70% is the sales and marketing, 30% is going to IT development.
And how do you get paid on the app if it's free to use? Who pays what?
We use the commission base. We take 20% from the transaction. And then from that 20%, we take care of all the other expenses for the business.
We pay the processing charges. We do a lot of extra work on the back end that they don't have to worry about.
Right.
We don't pick anything up front. There's nothing for the workers or anybody to sign up. We only succeed together. That's the idea.
Right.
You're all smart.
Is there an exit strategy?
Not really. I mean, there's so much for us to achieve yet than to...
The code itself, it's built to be.
No, if somebody comes to you and says, look, I'm going to give you $1 billion for this, there's an exit strategy.
Well, we consider it. Yeah.
You consider it, okay.
Right now, with the entrance level.
Jeff, how much we...
With the entrance level, we don't know how far this technology.
How many
will go.
jobs have actually happened so far?
We're getting actually.
I mean, right now we're actually getting a lot more traction just because of...
Define a lot more.
Um,
Like how many a day? 2, 5, 10?
between 2 and 5 a day.
And what we start seeing different is now we get to these businesses that are looking for staffing app that allows to outsource services. Home healthcare industry, for example.
It's enormous, and
It's
it's
huge.
It's
They
archaic.
always need workers across the state or across certain cities. So they come to us, they send us their job, and we fulfill them on their behalf.
Because your expertise is...
Staffing.
No, you particularly.
Mine?
Yeah.
So I've been an entrepreneur since I was 14. When I was a kid in Morocco, I had my
place.
Yeah, thank you.
You had to
So-
throw that in there.
What's up?
You had to use Morocco.
No. The reason why I said that.
Oh, we got something going.
Yeah.
I
The
mean,
reason I said Morocco is because we grew up in
Because of the
system where,
women.
You know, Uber for us was so different. Uber for us was a guy who was standing in a bus stop and
Yeah.
he comes in and you jump in the car. Airbnb was for us, you go to travel to Marrakesh or Fez, small city. Hotels are
Right.
expensive, so you stay at someone's home. So this whole gig economy for me is not stranger. The one thing that some of these companies are lacking, they still look at workers as number, right? If we need to make the number next year, let's get rid of it.
Okay, we get the point. Trust me,
So-
you got to work on your pitching.
But we want to get them the chance.
No, we don't want to know what the company is. I'm just asking, are you, sometimes it's the company and the idea. The idea is great. Are you the guy to run the company? So do you have, in order to grow, your tech developers, are they here in this country? Are they somewhere else?
I do most of the tech, and I have a full team as well.
In
Thank you.
Chicago.
Yeah, I have a master's in computer science,
That's what I wanted.
but degrees are just a degree. I feel like, a lot
Can
of
we can we converse? I think we're good. We're good. We need to converse.
We think fast.
Thank you.
goats in the tree. I see that. Goats in the tree.
Brock.
What?
Oh yeah.
I really like it only because I think it goes along with the ASA thing. Like, there's a lot of people in ASA that need jobs and work.
Yeah.
And I think it would empower a lot of them, but I think it would be in Atlanta. It seems like the whole, I get invited to pitch competitions all the time. I'm sure everybody here does in LA, New York. And all that. The reason why I really like this is because it's about all the community. So I think that there's that's a lot. Yeah. So I decline on the amount, but I think with the incubator or in the right, this thing could explode if they open it in Atlanta. They have what 10,000
And
ASA
again,
or
The issue is, what you're arguing is that this is a good idea.
Yeah.
That's not the issue. The
Yeah.
issue is that 400 other companies are doing the
You're
exact same thing. I
exactly
see
right.
this in every pitch competition. So that's
Yeah.
my big thing is, if we're funding something that, I only use TaskRabbit because they're the biggest. They have a massive marketing budget now. They raised like $50 million and they do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
What he's saying, the difference is that they set, if you need your bedroom painted, they set the price for it. In one flip of a switch, they could change that.
Yeah.
So my issue with this one is competitively,
There's not a
that doesn't mean it's a no-go, right? Even though we have Priceline, there's Orbis, Travelocity. In big markets, there's room for multiple players. But
Thank you.
the issue is still, what are they going to do to get traction against the existing the big players that
Well,
already
part of it is
Once
A&H
again, while
behind it. You got to ground for
And all the ASA members are coming out today
Like a
supporting us here. The Eagles
could actually
Nation.
morph into an ASA.
That's what I want. That's exactly what I'm thinking this needs to be. Is that it's part of our company. Incubator.
Throw out the idea of incubator or an ASA app.
I would agree with that.
From out of state to be here. We really appreciate that. All right, looks like the Eagles have made a decision, so we're going to go back to the Eagles and get their input.
So we love the concept and the idea. There's obviously a lot of companies out there doing it, so it proves that it can be done. It is being done. And one of the points that Jeff brought up is there's Priceline, Orbit. There's a lot of big players in
big markets,
in big markets and in several different industries. So what we like to do is we're really soft, like we can't say no, but we're saying, but we are. But what we'd also like to suggest is an incubator where we could work with you, because if we could focus on a certain area and a marketing plan, we know that it would go, and we'd be fine even putting in our own funds for something like this. But we'd like to suggest an incubator. But what we really see this more, we're just talking, and all of us get invited to be on a lot of different pitch competitions. We raise money for a lot of different companies, or we're involved in deals like this. And one of the main reasons why we all decided to be a part of ASA is because of the community and because of all the people. It's not just empowering the entrepreneurs, but a lot of the programs are giving other people jobs or opportunities to make money. And that was one of the things that hit me, and I think everybody here, is it's not just about these guys, it's about 10 or 20 other thousand other people that can make money with, that we can all profit together with it. And that's what we got. So what we're suggesting is we'd like to move this to an incubator type program to develop this out, but we're also suggesting more or less that this could morph into like an ASA app, where it would empower people. And that's not saying you have to do that, which is number one is there's just a lot of players in this market. If we could sit down and go over this, I think we'd be cool putting our funds in if we could better plan it out. And then we're just also suggesting that this could morph.
It's an interesting concept for us because we are an entire global community of people who do this kind of work. And so we're excited about it. So it's not quite a no, so you can smile a little bit more than that.
So we're not saying no, we're just saying we'd want to meet and put together a different structure, and then it would probably be.
So, and we just want to be clear for everybody listening, when we say incubator, what that means is we're not ready to give you the money yet. We need to work with you first before we're ready to give you any money. That's what incubator means, right? We like the idea, but we would not write you a check today. However, as a group, we're willing to work with you and get you to the point where we would all feel comfortable giving you the money. That everybody agree with? That's our definition.
And I think it also means that we're overusing the word incubator probably. It could be a conversation starter. It may be one conversation and then we release some level of funds to you.
Yeah, we don't know, right?
The only
That's
thing
right.
that we're saying is if we had to sign something today, we're not ready. But I bet you if we got all around the table and talked a little longer, something could happen.
Yep. And the other part is congratulations. Like, you guys created a technology, you brought it to market, and you got sales.
Yeah, so yes. I'd also change that. I don't like that.
That's huge. A lot of people talk, but you guys are actually out there doing it and making it happen. And there's a lot to be said for that. And so we're saying yes, if we can make some other part, or I guess we're saying yes and no. But we want to work with you. Like, we think it's awesome.
You just say yes with me.
Talking is probably going to be a yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brad. Yes.
Well,
Give them like another
you guys
30
have,
seconds.
yeah, I'm blown away that what you've done is amazing, because it's not easy to create to get the funds together. It's not easy to get it on the store. It's not easy to get sales. Like,
So
that's awesome.
So what we're trying to say is yes.
David, our yes and no is now officially called a yo.
Yo, yeah.
All right. Give these guys a great hand. They did a great presentation. Sound like you guys love your product. We just want to chat with you some more about it. So you can work something out. Thank you guys very much for coming to the event today. We appreciate it.
Well, Brock, because on every level, that's not the name and that's not the tagline. And it's like, it's hard to fund that until it's...
So Tarik and Adam, you didn't exactly get a deal, you didn't exactly get a yes, but you didn't exactly get a no either.
Actually, the way I look at it is this: we came down here with this great crowd. I planted the seed in everyone's head.
What's going to happen? I don't know. They might go home and be turned out into consumers. They might be brand ambassadors. At the end of the day, I look at it, that was a win from this situation, regardless if it was yes or no or yo.
I absolutely think the same thing
Yeah.
because you had all 5 Eagles in your corner. All of them want to work with you in an incubator type of situation, and Brock is this close to just saying, just give it to me, right?
Yeah, I mean, the idea that you guys, whatever you do and what we do is similar. It's in line. We're just taking things from, amplifying the voice and trying to get people, not just in the U.S., that get empower themselves. but
combine efforts.
worldwide. Right, combine efforts. So for us, it's to sell the same idea, same concept. We're happy to work with you guys anytime,
I agree 100%.
This is from the people to the people.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much for joining us in the Eagles
You're
Nest
welcome.
today, both of you.
Great.
Great.
Hang
Thank you.
out for a while. The Eagles are coming out to talk to you.
Thanks.